Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new to our channel and you're kind of curious on what we do and what kind of content we bring, go ahead and click on our channel, subscribe, click that little notification bell so you can get notified every time we put up some new content. But it is a new day, beautiful morning, and we are in a new town. Stand by, I'll fill you in. All right, so good morning again. I am out for my morning walk with Nugget. We are in a new town, like I mentioned. We are at the final location of our month-long stay of business in Tennessee. We're still in Tennessee, but we are in Nashville, Tennessee. Right now, we arrived, I think yesterday, something like that. We're here for about a week. And we're going to be doing a little business here in Nashville as well. We are at an oldie but goodie campground. We are a grand old RV resort. We have stayed here before. You can see off over my shoulder here our camping spot. We love this campground. We're like 15 minutes outside of Nashville. So it is really nice. I think I had it in season 1 maybe, or maybe season 2. We stayed here. Great campground. They have live music every night. It is a nice place. But we're here in Nashville. Again, we are going to be doing a little bit of business here. Not too much, because Nashville's really not that any of the major towns were, but Nashville's not really one of our go-to places for looking for our future home. Nashville's very, very busy. Lots of people, growing really, really fast. We're kind of trying to get away from that, but we are still going to look a little bit, and we are going to do a little bit of fun. We are going to have a little bit of fun here in Nashville. You can't come to Nashville without having a little fun, and we got a surprise at the end of the week, something that we've been trying to do for a while now. We're going to get it done. Now, something really interesting. So before we left the last campground, we were in Sparta, Tennessee. The day that we left, I had already closed out the video. I got to show you guys some footage. I know I mentioned birds flying into the tailpipe of my truck and putting nest. You know what? I'm not even going to bore you guys. Check this out. All right. So this morning, when I was coming out to pack up and head out, I do my walk around the truck, and I noticed again a nest in the tailpipe. So I set up the camera, and you got to pay really close attention here. It happens real fast, and then I'm going to try and slow it down as much as I can to show you guys this. Pay close attention and check this out. All right, you got to admit, that was pretty cool to catch that and, set up the camera and catch it live. That was pretty interesting. I can tell you that you got to watch out. You got to watch out what you allow or what you keep up your tailpipe, or what sneaks up your tailpipe. Whatever, that's not coming out right. Just, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Whatever. Either way, obviously, it is another day here in Nashville. Today, we are going to head out. I did tell you that we weren't going to look at a lot of properties here in Nashville because, number one, it's a very busy city. But number two, and equally as important, all the suburbs around Nashville, very, very expensive, a little bit out of our price range. I mean, it's expensive for obvious reasons. It's Nashville. But there is an area outside of Nashville just a little west, called Kingston Springs. It's a little bit more in our price range. We're going to go check it out and see what that looks like. So what's up? Good afternoon, guys. It is another day here in Nashville, Tennessee. Yesterday we went out following up on our research. We went to a place called Kingston Springs. That was one of the suburbs that we had done our research on. We went looking for properties and land and houses and stuff like that. And I got to be honest, we didn't really see anything there we really liked. There are other suburbs that we have done our research on: Hendersonville, Mount Juliet, Brentwood, those areas. And honestly, I do not believe that the whole Nashville suburb area is going to fit what we're looking for. It's just not, I don't know, the whole town, the whole area, even though they are suburbs, real busy, lots of people. I don't think Nashville is gonna cut our checklist or gonna check off any of our boxes. So we're gonna go ahead and make the best of this week. I mean, for crying out loud, you're in Nashville, so we are gonna do a little bit of sightseeing. Matter of fact, we're heading to a place now. But yesterday, when we were done, we came back to the campground. Like I mentioned in a few segments ago, we're staying at Grand Ole RV Resort and Marketplace. It's a nice little campground. It's about 13 miles outside of Nashville. It has a market store that has breakfast, and they have dinner also on only a few nights, I believe. What they do have every night is live music, and that's what we came and did last night when we were done exploring in Kingston Springs. We came back here and we had a little bit of, we indulged in a few adult beverages, and we also enjoyed live music for about 2 hours and just chilled out. I mean, it is a good campground. When they offer stuff like that, it's actually a lot of fun. But today, we're not going to do any research. We're not going to go searching anything. We're going to go to an area that Myrna loves. It's called the Gulch, which is just on the inner, or I should say just on the outskirts of Nashville, very close. It's a little area of Nashville. We're going to go explore there. And if I see something interesting, I'll share it with you guys. So here we are. We're at the Gulch. Again, Nashville is a huge tourist area. This is no different. There's a bunch of murals here. I think during season number 1 or 2, we did a bunch of murals here, and I'm not gonna bore you with those. That's where we're at, walking around. Lots and lots of people everywhere. So what's up, guys? Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It is another segment here. We are getting towards the end of our trip. I think tomorrow's our last day here in Nashville, and I told you guys at the beginning of this video that I had a little surprise for you guys. It's actually a bucket list item of ours. Tonight we have tickets. Well, first of all, let me tell you something that's going on in Nashville this week that we're here. And to be honest with you, we didn't even know that it was going on. We have the Country Music Fest going on. It's being held at the Nissan Center in downtown Nashville. Basically, it is a mix, just to give you an idea, it's a mix between, if you're from Florida, it's a mix between Tortuga, Country Music 500, something like that. It goes on for 4 days. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We didn't even know that that was going on. It is going on now. My neighbors in the camper next to us brought it to my attention. We had no idea that it is going on, but we may not plan that for next year. Put it in our list to come out here. It's a 4-day event, and they say it's jam-packed with some serious talent. And it is because of that talent that is in town that we were able to secure tickets to, again, like I mentioned, a bucket list item of ours. We're all, dressed up, and we're going to the Grand Ole Opry tonight. Now, it's not a first. We have been to the Grand Ole Opry, and we've actually done a tour of the Grand Ole Opry. And if you've never been to Nashville and you've never done that, I highly recommend that. I highly recommend the Country Music Hall of Fame. Those are things that if you're in Nashville, you got to do, obviously, along with the boardwalk. Broadway and stuff like that. You got to do that. But we are heading out tonight to the Grand Ole Opry. That is an iconic establishment, iconic place if you're into country music. If you name a superstar in country music, they've been there. They've performed there, and we're going to go there tonight, and we are going to see an oldie and a not so oldie. Performing tonight at the Grand Ole Opry is Carrie Underwood and the Oak Ridge Boys. So you got a little bit of the new and a little bit of old school tonight. We are going to enjoy the heck out of ourselves. It is a bucket list item to actually go there and watch a performance. And I don't know, might even bring you a few little pictures here and there. What a show. Look at this madness. This is awesome. What a great show. Definitely a bucket list item. Great time. If you've never been to Nashville, you've got to come out here to the Grand Ole Opry and check this out. All right, guys, now that we are a little far away from all the craziness, what a spectacular night. I got to tell you, this has been a bucket list of mine for years. Not necessarily the Opry House. We've been to the Opry House, and we actually did a tour of the Opry House a couple years ago. But coming here and watching a show, that has been on my bucket list for years. If you're a country music fan like I am, like Myrna is, this is a place that you have to visit. I mean, today, granted, they don't always have the headliners that they had today. They were here for the VMA Fest. So, or the CMA Fest, I should say, which is in town. But, I mean, we had Carrie Underwood. I mean, really, if you don't know who Carrie Underwood is, you need to crawl out from underneath your rock. Okay, we had the Oak Ridge Boys. We had Raiders in the Sky, been around for 40 years. If you don't know who they are, if you look at the movie Toy Story, they're the ones that did the song, You Got a Friend in Me. Crazy, just crazy, the headliners that they had here. They had Lainey Wilson. She's amazing. She's an amazing artist. If you follow the show Yellowstone, they have a singer on there, young lady. They call her Abby. Her name is Abby on the show Yellowstone. That's Lainey Wilson. She's amazing. But one last artist that was here tonight also, which I gotta admit was probably my favorite, was Josh Turner. What an amazing performance. I mean, the whole night was just spectacular. Again, can't emphasize enough. I'm gonna put a few little clips here so you guys can see who the performers are and what we saw and what we experienced. Obviously, I can't play the music that they're playing because YouTube will have they'll have a fit and they won't post my video anyway. But I'm gonna show you a little bit of the clips. We had a phenomenal night, great place, great venue. We had never been here for a show, had an amazing time, highly recommend it. I almost forgot. I mentioned that Josh Turner was my favorite out of all the performers. They had a special tribute or a surprise to Josh Turner with a surprise guest to present him an award, actually. And I videotaped it, and I'm going to share it with you guys. It happened to be Randy Travis, who I am a huge fan of. So here you go. Check it out.
And while we're doing that,
it's true story.
Your man was busy going 4-time platinum. And we are so happy and so honored that the Opry would let us come and be a part, along with Hampton and your whole beautiful family that's backstage and all these wonderful fans of yours, to present to you
to this kind of success, but man, this is new for me. So to have Randy and Mary and Hampton out here presenting this to me on the Grand Ole Opry stage, by the way, is incredible. I honestly had kind of an emotional moment the morning after I found out about this, because the next morning, actually, Hampton was with me, and I was at my place in South Carolina, and I was listening to the whole Your Man record, and I was reading the lyrics and the liner notes, and just kind of reminiscing about that whole experience, and just realized what an absolute blessing this has been to me. And one of the people I wrote about in my liner notes was my daddy's mama. I call her Granny. She was the one that really kind of started my love for country music, gospel music, bluegrass music. She and her whole family would gather around the radio on Saturday nights and listen to the Grand Ole Opry. But she died the day before my 10th birthday, and I never got to see her see me get a record deal, play on the Grand Ole Opry stage, or have a 4-time platinum single and a 3-time platinum album. So I know she's been watching from heaven the whole time, but it means a lot to me. So I thank y'all. Thank y'all for buying this record and this song and supporting it.
There are holes in the floors of heaven, and she is watching you. And congratulations to you, Carolina boys.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
What's up, guys? Good morning. It is another day here in Nashville. It is actually our last day. We leave tomorrow, heading north. Business is done as far as research for properties and stuff like that. Will be done, and we head out to Indiana in our quest to get to Goshen, Indiana. But as I've been doing this season, I'm going to talk a little bit about this campground. Like I mentioned before, we're at Grand Ole RV Resort and Market. This is a very nice campground. We've stayed here in the past. It has 140 sites. We are currently in site G, which is actually nice. I hand-picked that site. I mean, everybody that goes camping or RVing looks for different things. Some people like to be totally isolated away from everybody. I kind of like being close to different things, you know. And G is by itself. It's right up at the front. We're only about 100 yards from the camp store. We're pretty close to the dumpster also, in case you got to go to do that. Laundry, the bathroom facilities. It's actually a nice site, but you know there is another site, like site number 2 for me. I think is going to be the site that I'm going to pick next. Not only is it extremely long, it technically faces the area where they have the live music at night, which kind of makes it kind of interesting. Remember, everybody does camping for different reasons. I actually like being in the mix. I don't like being out in the out way far away. So campsite number 2 is actually my favorite. There is 2 areas here. If you get up to the 130s, the numbers of the campsites, from 104 to 133 is up like on a hill, kind of away from the main area. And then there's sites way to the back along a river, although you really can't see the river. It's nice. It's nice. I mean, the campground is nice. You're close to town, about 13 miles away from Nashville. But it is a nice campground. If you're up in the Nashville area and this is the kind of place that attracts you, look it up. Look it up on the internet. I give it a thumbs up. So that's my quick review on Grand Ole RV Resort. I'll see you next video. Like I said, tomorrow morning, we're off to Indiana. Peace.